85 Best Remembering Quotes to Recap Your Memories. Find here the collection of some motivational remembering quotes that will help you to recap your old memories. Our mind is never under our control. There is always something going on. Sometimes the old days come to our mind and we start thinking about it. We can learn a lot from them by remembering the old days. By learning from the mistakes we have made, we can move forward, discipline ourselves. Here are some motivational remembering quotes, which will bring back your childhood happiness and memories. It will also help you learn from what you have done in the past. Motivational remembering quotes. 1. Remembering that man is indeed the microcosm, the universe in miniature, the divine dance of the future should be able to convey with its slightest gestures some significance of the universe. Ruth Street Dennis. 2. Being a good leader requires remembering that you're there for a reason, and the reason certainly isn't to have your way. High-integrity leaders not only welcome questioning and criticism, they insist on it. Travis Bradbury. 3. Remember that the man who always fights one more round is never whipped. James J. Corbett. 4. I think it's always worth remembering that people sending off mean tweets are probably pretty lonely people. James Blunt. 5. We must welcome the future, remembering that soon it will be the past, and we must respect the past, remembering that it was once all that was humanly possible. George Santayana. 6. For me, it's easy to continue remembering someone that is impossible to forget. Zelda Williams. 7. Poetry is all that is worth remembering in life. William Hazlitt. 8. I'm not good at remembering things, in general. John Prine. 9. Some choices we live not only once but 1,000 times over, remembering them for the rest of our lives. Richard Bach. 10. Activate yourself to duty by remembering your position, who you are, and what you have obliged yourself to be. Thomas A. Kempis. Short remembering quotes. 11. Discipline is remembering what you want. David Campbell. 12. When your heart knows the truth, it never forgets. Shannon L. Alder. 13. I remembered every moment between us, and every moment felt more precious as time passed. Shannon A. Thompson. 14. Not the power to remember, but its very opposite, the power to forget, is a necessary condition for our existence. Shola Mash. 15. It's impossible to remember what we don't pay attention to in the first place. Chris Bailey. 16. The great thing is not remembering, but being able to remember. Marty Rubin. 17. Remembering the past always comes with an image or a view attached. Orhan Pamuk. 18. More we remember, more is chance to know who we are. Rithit Sitelads. 19. I remember you with my soul clenched in that sadness of mind that you know. Pablo Neruda. 20. There is no worse sorrow than remembering happiness in the day of sorrow. Alfred de Musset. 21. Every person's remembering will be different. That engagement is important, I think. Christian Marclay. 22. I always have trouble remembering 3 things: faces, names, and I can't remember what the third thing is. Fred Allen. Childhood remembering quotes. 23. Adults are just obsolete children, and the hell with them. Dr. Seuss. 24. Literature is a textually transmitted disease, normally contracted in childhood. Jane Yolen. 25. The thing I miss most from home is having a home. Anthony Lencioni. 26. Never stop screaming, playing, and laughing. It's part of our childhood, which will always be with us. Romina Noriega. 27. As a child, I felt myself to be alone, and I am still, because I know things and must hint at things which others apparently know nothing of, and for the most part do not want to know. Carl Gustav Jung. 28. We cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 29. Memories of childhood were the dreams that stayed with you after you woke. Julian Barnes. 30. Don't you wish you could take a single childhood memory and blow it up into a bubble and live inside it forever? Sarah Addison Allen. 31. Eventually, however, the denial turned into emptiness and my childhood ended. Floyd C. Forsberg. 32. And that's when I heard the whisper in my heart's ear, it's not about your childhood. It's about who you are. C. Joy Bell C. 33. When we are children we seldom think of the future. This innocence leaves us free to enjoy ourselves as few adults can. The day we fret about the future is the day we leave our childhood behind. Patrick Rothfuss. Remembering Memories quotes. 34. Memories are never as true as the things one forgets. Marty Rubin. 35. The memory is what lasts, history is written as substantiation. A.D. Ollie Watt. 36. Memories are a form of simile, when we say something is like we are remembering. Graham Greene. 37. Stories about lives remembered to bring us backward while allowing us to move forward. Nina Sankovic. 38. Never throughout history has a man who lived a life of ease left a name worth remembering. Theodore Roosevelt. 39. Remembering is painful, it's difficult, but it can be inspiring and it can give wisdom. Paul Greengrass. 40. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. Bruce Lee. 41. A sorrow's crown of sorrow is remembering happier times. Alfred Lord Tennyson. 42. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason not to follow your heart. Steve Jobs. 43. There is something in the pang of change more than the heart can bear, unhappiness remembering happiness. Euripides. 44. Beyond remembering me as a good goalkeeper or a bad goalkeeper, I just hope that people remember me for being a good person. Iker Casillas. 45. Blessed are those who give without remembering and take without forgetting. Elizabeth Bibesco. 46. Memory has always been fundamental for me. In fact, remembering what I had forgotten is the way most of the poems get started. Seamus Heaney. remembering quotes for those that have passed. 47. Take without forgetting, and give without remembering. Bryant H. McGill. 48. The process of learning requires not only hearing and applying, but also forgetting and then remembering again. John Gray. 49. Knowing the rules and remembering the rules are two completely different things. Simon Travaglia. 50. Remember your connection with the cosmos. Remember your connection with the infinity, and that remembrance will give you the freedom. Amit Ray. 51. The whole world can't lick us, but we can lick ourselves by longing too hard for things we haven't got anymore, and by remembering too much. Margaret Mitchell. 52. Illumination is remembering your identity as the eternal spirit and energy that animates all that is. Raphael Zernoff. 53. It is terrible how much has been forgotten, which is why, I suppose, remembering seems a holy thing. Anita Diamant. 54. Maybe that was how I found comfort just then, even with him being so far away. By remembering the flavor of his words. Claire Vanderpool. 55. Remembering tires a person out. This is something they don't teach us. Exercising one's memory is an exhausting activity. It draws our energy and wears down our muscles. Juan Gabriel Vasquez. 56. We can't remember what it is that we've forgotten. That we have been made to forget. Margaret Atwood. 57. If you remember yourself, you will remember me. I am always a part of you. I am your mother. Emma Michaels. Remembering everything quotes. 58. The act of remembering is an act of retracing, and by doing so we erase and change the stencil. Ken Liu. 59. You must remember everything. Everything must be remembered, but the bad, like private parts, shouldn't be shown without a good reason. Valentin Rasputin. 60. The easiest way to be immortal is to stop thinking, and the easiest way to stop thinking is to work hard physically. Remember, when you don't think, you are immortal. Mehmet Murat Ilden. 61. Remembering wasn't safe. You could lose your mind, remembering. Octavia E. Butler. 62. Forgetting happens. If you stress about it, it'll happen even more. Lisa Genova. 63. The mind plays tricks. It rejects things until it thinks or something tells it that the remembering can be handled. Robert Ludlum. 64. The dead will not die completely till the day they are remembered by no one. Mehmet Murat Ilden. 65. Trying to forget someone whom you love is like trying to remember someone you have never known. Kamai Shabankar. 66. The fear of forgetting anything precious can trigger in us the wish to raise a structure, like a paperweight to hold down our memories. Alain de Botton. 67. Exactly why we survive and can look back with furrowed brow is beyond me. Claudia Rankin. Remembering is painful quotes. 68. Recollection could be more powerful and more perilous than the experience itself. Mark Halperin. 69. If you don't remember your umbrella, even when it rains, you'll never remember it. Mehmet Murat Ilden. 70. I would rather remember even if sometimes it can be very painful. Giovanni Morisuti. 71. That's what's important these days, isn't it? Everything should be fun and lighthearted. Leanne Moriarty. 72. I suppose if we forgot stuff we'll never know we forgot it because we won't remember. Pete Hotman. 73. Remember me when I am gone away. Gone far away into the silent land. Justin Cronin. 74. Don't forget, always, somewhere, someone is fighting for you. As long as you remember her, you are not alone. Jen Uribuchi. 75. Remembering is mental time travel. Endel Tulving. 76. You don't learn confidence, you remember it. Freakwill. 77. Forgetting is as integral to memory as death is to live. Rabbi Elameddin. 78. Memory is a strange combination of those things we work to remember and the things we can never forget. Elena Hartwell. 79. Wherever you visit, let the place you visit remember you well. Mehmet Murat Ilden. Best quotes about remembering. 80. In the practical use of our intellect, forgetting is as important a function as recollecting. William James. 81. Why is it that happiness remembered feels like despair? Heather Chaplin. 82. No one is ever really lost as long as their story still exists. R. A. M. Romero. 83. Moments always blossom more beautifully in memories. Rochelle E. Goodrich. 84. I've had several work addiction cycles in my life. Those were situations when important tasks were assigned to me. I took into account that people should remember me based on what I did rather than based on what I failed to do. Iraldo Banovac. 85. History is made not of facts set in stone, but of the stories we tell. Michelle Richmond. I hope you liked the above remembering quotes. Don't forget to mention the best line that you liked most from the above lines in the comment box below.